cooking, and we're going to be making shrimp ceviche, which if you don't know what shrimp ceviche is, it's basically like a shrimp salad. Like it's a cold shrimp salad. Sometimes it's served with tortilla chips, and sometimes it's served with a tostada, or something crunchy like underneath it, or you can just eat it like with a spoon, whatever floats your boat. But this is like a really good salad to make for summertime because it's just like a cool, refreshing kind of thing. It's like lime and lemon based, and it's just like a bunch of vegetables mixed in with shrimp. So delicious, and we're gonna start making it now. So here I have all of the ingredients we're gonna need for this dish, which is some lime, some cilantro, some jalapeno peppers, an avocado, some cucumbers, and tomatoes. And then of course we have the shrimp, which is in the pot. It's just thawing out in some cold water. And then I chose to pair this with some tostones or plátanos. And I'm gonna just basically smash them and then fry them, and then use that as the dip for the ceviche. So over here we have the shrimp thawing out. I got some pre-cooked shrimp here, and it's just thawing out in some cold water. So I went over everything that we're gonna need for this dish. And the tostones or plátanos, they're optional. You don't have to use that. You can just use tortilla chips in order to dip it in. This is also like a really good like party dish, or like a dish that you can make if you have like a bunch of people coming over, something like that. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna start chopping up everything. And get started with making the ceviche. I'm cutting these jalapenos, but I'm taking the seeds out of the middle because the seeds are what's really spicy. So I really don't want that in the salad because it's just gonna be a little too much for us. So I'm gonna hit the jalapeno, and I'm going to take out all of the seeds on the middle. And then dice it up and cut it into squares, which I will show you guys once it's done. And it's not hard to take the seeds out of the jalapeno. You literally just cut the whole white part out. And I can't wait to eat this. It's gonna be so good and refreshing. Literally cannot wait to eat. But on another note, I guess we'll just talk a little bit because, it's about that time. Having a baby during Corona time is also just crazy. As far as the baby goes, he's doing really well. He's already 1 month old, so that's really exciting. I can't believe how big he's getting. I look at his newborn clothes, and literally his big toe doesn't even fit inside of his newborn clothes anymore. Like, he's on the brink of, I'm like waving the knife, my bad. He's on the brink of literally going to 0 to 3 months clothes, which is crazy to me because I feel like I just had him. I literally just look at him and I'm just like, I never understood how like moms would be like, you don't know how you feel like love until you have kids. And I was like, I never really understood that, but literally I just look at him sometimes and I just like, my heart gets so warm because I love him so much. And he doesn't even do anything for me, I do everything for him. It's just so funny. It's really unconditional. It's like, I never felt the feeling of like, having unconditional love for someone. Like, I know my mom has unconditional love for me, but that's her giving it to me. Like, I have absolute unconditional love for my kid. It's just crazy. And he's just born. He's so new. It's like he didn't even have to do anything for me to love him. He just had to be alive. But he's doing a pretty good job at distracting me from what's going on. So I haven't been really getting on too many videos or anything like that. But I do see that, we're doing this whole Black Lives Matters protest, which I think is a really great thing that people are speaking out, primarily, you know, Caucasian people, Hispanic people, not just African American people. And it's like, I am Dominican and Puerto Rican, but I do consider myself black because, you know, that's what I look like. That's what I am to people that don't know ethnicities. And Dominican heritage does come from African American too. So, you know, I'm also black. And I just see the protesters outside. A lot of them are across the street. Not that many, like it's nothing too big because I am in Woodland Hills. I'm not in center LA or like in the middle of the city of LA. So I wasn't getting all those big protests with all those people. I'm not in New York City where I have a friend in New York who was seeing like a lot of big protests. He would get on the phone and he would literally just show me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's going on right now. But as far as that goes, you know, I was going outside, going for my walks, and I'm seeing all these people hold signs and everything, and I just really felt like, you know, times were really changing, because before you would never see, you know, Caucasian people or anything like that being enlightening for this type of cause. And I'm not sure if it's, you know, the video, them seeing like firsthand that, you know, an innocent person was really just hurt and killed. I don't know if that's what's brought the cause on, for people to actually finally realize that this has been going on for a really long time. So it's pretty surprising, but I'm also really proud and happy, because when I see people protesting, it really just shows, like, you know, they're fighting for not only me, but, you know, the future of my child. So he's gonna have to grow up in this world, and as long as we can keep doing things to make, you know, the situation better, or just get better politically, especially for African American men and women, then, you know, I'll be happy, because it's kind of scary having a kid at a time like this. It's like the world is so crazy. It's just not what it used to be, you know. But I do feel like things are getting a lot better with as far as that goes, just because people are really bringing it to light, and they're not stopping when they're saying they want, you know, justice. And that's what everyone deserves in this country, justice for, you know, being wrong. Like, if that's not a good thing to happen to anybody, if that was anybody's, like, you know, brother or sister or something like that, you would feel some type of way. So it's like, just because it's not you doesn't mean that you can't be sympathetic about it. But, you know, I do feel like times are getting a lot better as far as that goes, and I'm so excited for this year and to see what else is coming. I mean, we've had a pretty transition, and, you know, sometimes really bad things have to happen in order for good things to come from it. So I'm just seeing that as this right now, you know. That's what I'm putting into terms of when it comes to this, like, you know, coronavirus kind of just had to happen. Everyone's in their home, but it's also bringing enlightenment to certain issues that have been in this country for a really long time. But it's like everyone's so distracted by their daily lives and by, you know, just living life, that, you know, a lot of the times what's going on has just been overlooked. So I feel like with us being quarantined, as much as it sucks, it's brought about, you know, a major change that's going to be happening in the United States and across the world, because there's a lot of other places that are just protesting about the same situation. So that's all we can ask for. So I'm really chopping up this jalapeno, and it's really getting chopped. Like, anytime I'm like really mad or something, I like to cook, because it makes me like take out my finger. I'm just like cutting it up. Feel like I'm just like, you know, imagining different things. But that's like the weird side of me. But I'm really chopping this up really, really thin. There we go. And I'm just gonna push it to the side and wipe the knife down with my hand. My hands are clean, I washed them. So I have everything here chopped up. I added some red onion to it, which I didn't really mention before, but I decided to add that in. There's the jalapeno, there's the cucumber, some red onion, tomatoes, got some cilantro back there, and then avocado, and then I chopped up the shrimp over here. So now I'm gonna go and put in the lime and lemon juice. So I'm using 3 limes, 1 lemon. Make sure you roll the limes and the lemon before you cut them and squeeze them, because this helps to get it like really juicy and squeezable. And this is what ceviche is looking like. It looks so beautiful. All the colors look so delicious. So now I'm gonna prepare the plantains slash totones, and we will be basically done. While I'm preparing this, I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge. Cooking the plátanos, tostones on deck. So you just let them, simmer in this oil, big ass pan. I'm gonna flip them over. Once they turn brown, I'm gonna take them out, mash them down, and refry them. So basically just cut them like this. And this first process is to kind of get them cooked a little bit in the middle so that you're able to mash them when you take them out. So these are the fried tostones. I mashed them up, fried them again, and then here is our ceviche. And this is the end result to our meal. Now, if you want, you can just put this on top right here like that and take a bite. And let's see how this goes. So good. Oh my God.